exploration and adventure constitute an intrinsic aspect of the human experience. Remaining stationary has never been our strong suit. From our earliest migrations across continents to the era of sailing ships, airplanes, and rockets, our perpetual quest for the next extraordinary journey has taken us to remarkable destinations over the past century, from the South Pole to the ocean's depths, and even to the moon. Yet an even grander odyssey beckons us. The voyage from Earth to Mars. Given our historical inclination, it comes as no surprise that Star Trek blazed the trail in mainstream consciousness during the 1960s. It featured a courageous crew embarking on incredible journeys aboard a remarkable spaceship, enabling them to boldly venture where no one had ventured before. Although we haven't reached that point yet, NASA has developed a plan for the first human mission to Mars. This plan outlines how they intend to safely transport humans to the Martian surface and bring them back home, ensuring that they return to share their extraordinary tale. Here's an overview of their strategy. The initial step in our journey to reach Mars is a significant one. We must establish an advanced and permanent presence on the moon. Although this might not appear as a profound distinction, transitioning from the moon to Mars will prove substantially more manageable than attempting a direct journey from Earth to Mars. Earth's gravitational pull and dense atmosphere offer a hospitable environment for human life, yet they impose a stringent limitation on the volume of cargo we can launch in space into a single endeavor. The moon, conversely, presents none of these challenges. While sustaining life there will be a formidable task, solving this puzzle would render the moon an ideal spaceport, a gateway to the solar system. This long-term objective aligns with NASA's Artemis program. This endeavor extends beyond the mere act of planting another flag and engaging in competitive displays, although that remains a part of it. The Artemis missions, spanning from 4 to 10, revolve around mastering the art of living on the moon. This entails harnessing in situ resources such as locating water and oxygen and utilizing the moon's rocks and metals to construct vital infrastructure. Simultaneously, NASA and its collaborative partners will be developing the Lunar Gateway space station, marking a pivotal step in our cosmic aspirations. As NASA establishes a human presence on the moon and in the cislunar space, they are concurrently expanding their robotic operations on Mars. This expansion will include the introduction of new rovers, but the most thrilling prospect over the next decade lies in the extensive development of aerial vehicles on Mars. With the highly successful inaugural test of the Ingenuity drone in the past year, we have now validated the feasibility of flying helicopters on the Martian surface. This breakthrough opens up entirely new avenues for exploration and sample collection on the Red Planet. NASA's ambitious plans also involve deploying an autonomous space station into Mars orbit, serving as a more permanent way station not only for missions headed to Mars but also for return journeys. A significant component of the forthcoming Martian research phase will revolve around sample return missions, signifying a departure from one-way flight to Mars. This embodies the essence of NASA's Moon to Mars strategy. First, we establish our foothold on the moon, learning the art of survival and construction in an inhospitable, lifeless environment while simultaneously gathering invaluable insights about Mars. We also lay down a robotic groundwork for the eventual arrival of human explorers. With all these elements in place, we are now poised to embark on the journey to Mars. Before the arrival of human astronauts, one or more supply drops will be executed to ensure that everything necessary for their survival and return journey is pre-positioned and awaiting their arrival, commencing the Artemis 10 mission. In addition to a lunar surface mission, the upcoming flight of the Space Launch System, or SLS, is scheduled to transport a payload known as Mars Cargo Stage 1 to lunar orbit. Similarly, Artemis 11 follows the same pattern with another lunar surface mission and the development of Mars Cargo Stage 2. The pre-deployed cargo will be transported via a 25-ton Mars lander, which will house essential components such as propellant for the return ascent, a power source for the crew, and mobility equipment. Additionally, a pre-deployment ascent vehicle will be positioned on the Martian surface ahead of the crew's arrival. Artemis 12 marks a significant milestone, involving the delivery of the Mars 1 human lander equipped with surface subsystems and the Transit Half-Mars ship to the Gateway Station. During this phase, the Gateway Station, located in lunar orbit, will host a crew of 4 individuals who will operate for extended periods, typically 134 days at a time. NASA's strategic plan involves utilizing the Gateway Station as the departure point for the crewed mission to Mars. The Transit Hub ship, in conjunction with the Mars 1 human lander, will embark from the Lunar Gateway, and is highly probable that they will return there as well. The central event will comprise 2 astronauts landing on Mars in a pressurized vehicle, serving both as a habitation module and a rover vehicle for exploration purposes. During their 30-day stay on the Martian surface, this habitat will serve as the astronauts' home and provide essential support for their scientific and exploratory activities. It's crucial that this habitat also functions as a transportation vehicle because even in the reduced gravity of Mars, the crew will need time to recondition their bodies after months of zero-gravity spaceflight. It might take several days for the crew to regain the physical strength required to put on their spacesuit and walk on the Martian surface. Therefore, the habitation module's dual role as a rover is of paramount importance, allowing them to seamlessly transition into their exploration mission without any interruptions. To transport people from Earth to Mars, NASA is developing a transit habitat that combines both chemical and electrical propulsion stages. This habitat will accommodate a crew of 4 for the journey to Mars and their return. 2 members of the crew will remain in orbit throughout the entire mission, while the other 2 will descend to the Martian surface. As for the Mars landing process, it becomes somewhat intricate. To understand it better, let's examine how NASA landed its most recent Perseverance rover on Mars. This was a highly intricate operation. Initially, the spacecraft entered the Martian atmosphere in a capsule similar to how we return people to Earth from space. Despite Mars having a thin atmosphere, a heat shield was necessary to protect the craft from burning up during entry. After breaking through the upper atmosphere, Perseverance deployed a massive parachute to slow its descent. Simultaneously, the capsule autonomously identified a suitable landing site and adjusted its position using gas thrusters. Here's where things start to get rather fascinating. The Martian atmosphere is too thin to rely solely on a parachute for a soft landing. Therefore, the rover had to jettison the capsule with essentially a jetpack attached to it. This initiated a propulsive landing phase where small rockets were used to decelerate the descent, bringing the spacecraft to a hover. The jetpack then transformed into a crane, gently lowering the rover to the surface on a wire. Regardless of the method NASA chooses for landing the crewed vehicle on Mars, it promises to be a thrilling and intricate process. NASA outlines 2 mission profiles for traveling to Mars: a short stay and long stay. In the short stay mission, the outbound journey takes 217 days, utilizing a gravitational assist from Venus to boost the spacecraft on its way. The crew will spend 30 days on Mars, followed by a grueling 403-day return trip through deep space. While challenging, this is considered safer than an extended stay on Mars, resulting in a total mission duration of 650 days. For the long stay mission, the outbound journey spans 210 days on a direct course from Earth to Mars, bypassing the need for a gravitational boost. The stay on Mars in this scenario extends to 496 days, significantly longer than the short stay mission. The return window shortens to 210 days thanks to an ideal transfer window for the journey back. It's important to note that this plan is based on current technology, but NASA is actively developing a next-generation propulsion system that could substantially accelerate and simplify the journey to Mars and back. Both NASA and DARPA, the Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, are collaborating on a groundbreaking endeavor, resulting in the first human spacecraft powered by a nuclear thermal rocket engine. This partnership, named the Demonstration Rocket for Agile Cislunar Operations or DRACO, represents a leap in space propulsion technology. Compared to the performance of the chemical rocket engines in the vacuum of space, the nuclear thermal rocket is expected to offer between 3 and 5 times greater efficiency. This translates to a spaceship capable of faster travel, increased payload capacity, longer journeys, and more agile maneuvering in space than any vehicle we've used to date. This advancement in propulsion technology could potentially reduce the transit time for a crewed mission to Mars from as long as 8 months to a mere 45 days. A shorter transit time is essential because the longer astronauts spend in transit, the higher the risk they face, including but not limited to the potentially lethal cosmic radiation. Moreover, longer transit durations require astronauts to carry more supplies like food and water, adding significant mass to the spacecraft. In spaceflight, every ounce of mass is of utmost importance. The anticipated readiness of Draco in less than 5 years suggests that these agencies have a high level of confidence in their plans. This also implies that the nuclear engine could be available in time for the construction of the first Mars transit habitat ship, which may still be around a decade away. It's important to note that in the spaceflight industry, projects often face delays, but it's more enjoyable to approach these challenges with enduring optimism. Human history is a testament to our ability to accomplish extraordinary feats through sheer determination, and the human spirit has an inherent drive to explore and venture beyond our current boundaries. Thus, the journey to Mars is in our nature. For more updates on everything related to the aerospace industry and interstellar exploration, make sure to return here every week. If you found this video informative and enjoyable, please give it a thumbs up as it greatly supports us. Subscribe to the Strange Space channel for more videos like this. If you're eager for more content, you can check out 2 additional videos on the screen right now.